this is something that someone who was running one of the groups at the last psychiatric unit that I was at gave out to everybody during a group the day before I was supposed to leave the hospital. And this is certainly not the first time something like this has happened. At that particular psychiatric unit and other places where I've been hospitalized. I mean, it's just I can't talk about what I'm really experiencing when I'm in a place like that, because the only thing that will happen is that I'll get treated like I'm crazy. They'll say, I need all sorts of a lot of medication, and then they'll abuse me even while I'm talking about it, and yet they obviously know something about the situation and are not on my side. And I'll see this. I'm not trying to be in a fight with anyone, but I don't want to be degraded. I don't want to be degraded. I mean, in making references to someone's vagina, someone you don't even know, you're not in a private situation, they've already told you it's not okay, they've already said don't talk to me like this. Even if you were in a private situation and someone was saying things to you didn't want them to say, and they were just making you feel like they really didn't respect you, they should stop. And certainly publicly like this, it's all the time. I don't even understand why the people who are doing this don't understand that it's not okay. And then as far as other people sort of in the public, that sort of thing, who have decided it's okay to act like this, well, I mean, it's not, though. It really isn't. Sexual harassment, discrimination, all of those things, they're not supposed to happen at all. And for them to happen in a mental hospital when you have got for any reason, there's no reason for it to ever to happen, right? There's no reason for it ever to happen, and then to specifically target someone who's why do you think I go there? You think I go there because I just want to have some fun? That's not. There's way more ways to have fun in the world besides going in a mental hospital. And mental hospitals are really not that much fun. You try to deal with it the best you can while you're there. But it's not like I'm joking when I go to a place like that. Right? It's because I have run out of options. It's because I've run out of other options, because the things that I try to do to make myself feel better about what's happening aren't working anymore. And I'm really thinking about killing myself, or I'm really just so frazzled that I think I should be somewhere else for a while. That's why I go to those places. It's not just so I can show up somewhere, and it's certainly not somewhere so I can show up somewhere to have someone treat me like this. So I mean, when this got handed out to everybody, right at the beginning of the group, I mean, I knew I was going to leave the next day. So I just raised my hand and I said, just because when I show up in a place like this, I don't make everybody else responsible for my pain, or even just talk about what my pain and what I'm experiencing in my life and how very painful it is, doesn't mean that I'm not experiencing pain. I think about ending my life every day. And I don't appreciate it when someone, especially in a place like this, treats my entire life like it's just some kind of joke. And then he starts talking about how he loves wild weather. I mean, and then he walks up to me later after the group's over. He's like, "Oh, so what happened in group?" As if he didn't understand exactly what I was talking about. And I said, "Look, it's over, it's done. I said what I had to say." Right? I mean, and how awful is it really, though? It's so awful. It's so obvious. Anyone who's really using their brain will understand that I don't just go to a mental hospital because I feel like being there, right? And if you're treating me like this, why would I talk to you about what I'm really feeling? Why would I do that?